Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Thryss if you are new, and if you are a returning stitchy, welcome back. Okay, get ready for the, as Mama G says, the yarnoliciousness, yarny overload. So, okay, I have so many things to show you guys because I kind of collected a little bit of things here, there, and everywhere, and wasn't really uploading, wasn't showing stuff, so I'm going to show you guys all in one video. So go get a project, get a snack, and get ready to dive in. This hat, I will try to remember to leave the pattern in the description box below. It is Twilight something or other, I don't really remember. I have really enjoyed this hat. I've made a few of them. But, okay. First, I want to show you guys, I dyed this up on my live the other night, and I'm not done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 4 more hinks to dye. This is 100% mulberry silk, and so they are darker than what they're showing on camera. By the way, really quick, if you guys wouldn't mind leaving a thumbie, and a thumb up, ideally, and a comment below, even if it's just an emoji, it really helps out the channel, helps push my video out in the algorithm. If I can get more than 100 thumbies in the first hour, and if I can get, you know, interactions going in the comment section, it really helps out. I would appreciate it. So this is 100% mulberry silk. It's a fingerling weight. The shine on it is absolutely just unparalleled. But it is much darker in real life. So it's like these tones right here, somewhere between the really dark and the really pale part. That is dye. I apologize. I have blue fingers right now. So this is aubergine. This is navy. This is actually much darker in real life. I went back and re-dyed this because I wanted it dark. I am going to re-dye this purple because I want it darker. I'm going to re-dye this blue because I want it darker. See, this is making these two, the navy and the blue, look almost the same color, and they're so wildly different. This one is dark. It's oversaturating the color. I am going to put this dark teal back in. I'm fine with the berry color. Oh, wow. So that's making it look fuchsia. It is not. This is like a berry, I don't know, a berry color. I am going to I'm going to deepen the color of these two right here and this one. And then I have other colors that I'm going to add with the 4 other hanks. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Well, I have kind of an idea. I want to make some sort of top. If you guys have any suggestions below, I have more than enough to make anything I would want because there's 10 hanks, 437 yards each. I think I'm going to run it along with some gold maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm thinking something long, maybe a lacy duster sort of thing, the cardigan thing. I have enough to separate it to make multiple projects, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Anyway. Speaking of projects real quick, 2 whips. I'm going to show you real fast. I did these for D. This is just the 2 squares sewn together, but I did 2 HEXI cardis for her 2 of her granddaughters. So there's this one, which is made out of, this is what it looks like on the back. It's made out of ice Cottonac in the gray and white colors, and then the 3 solid colors, which is black, white, and gray. Those are from the Hirschner's worsted, from whenever I ordered all the neons, and then those. And then this is made from a discontinued yarn, or at least a discontinued colorway, I believe. And this is Yarn B. It's the anti-peeling, I can't remember what it's called. It's their anti-peeling thing. So there's this one. So that's what this one looks like. So I finished these two in the past like week and a half, which I'm really proud of because I'm a slow crocheter, so I was quite proud of that. I stopped working on some secret projects that are gifts, but I also stopped working on my HEXI CARDI, BAGODAY's HEXI CARDI that I did with the neons to work on those two for D. So I will pick this one back up probably at the beginning of the year because I'm making some Christmas gifts. So I need to work on those. But this is what the squares look like. And then I'm starting the rainbow down at the bottom. So I'm going to go through the whole rainbow and then end it in the blacks and gray. But this is what that is looking like. I've got a lot more to do on that one, but I will try to remember to link all of these patterns below. The only other thing, I did show you guys this, and then I'll get to all the yarn, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is BAGODAY's Granny Connections poncho and my hand-dyed yarn. So I'm quite proud of it. I've been wearing it. I don't typically wear items that I've made, but I've been wearing this. I'm wearing this. And I definitely see some other things I'm going to be wearing for sure. So, okay, now for the yarn porn. All right, so it was Andrew and I's anniversary yesterday. And Andrew took me out today to celebrate and to get my anniversary gift. He got me flowers yesterday and a Thryss cup. I love these Thryss cups. This is not the one he gave me. The one he gave me was a Northern Lights one. And then took me out today to go buy yarn. So I'm looking for the cord to plug you guys in while I talk. I got a notification about one of my LYSs that are going out of business. For those that don't know, LYS is local yarn shop, and usually it's where like high-end yarns are sold, mid to high-end yarns. And today was their last day. They are actually closing their doors today. So today had the deepest cuts, and I figured, you know, if there's anything left, at least it will be a really deep discount. So I was really hoping to get my hands on some of the samples, but it was cleared out, so, which I figured it would be. There's that, I don't remember what it's called. It's like butterfly or something, knit like wrap that is so popular. I have wanted this wrap. It is what has made me want to knit. I wanted to get the one they had there. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the lady in the box, so I apologize if I set y'all's ladies off. Alexa, living room light on. I do apologize. I want good light. Okay. So, if you guys remember, I did a mystery box from Park Avenue. Okay, I have to take this off. I'm not a giant hat wearer, but when I do, I like to wear cotton, silk, merino, alpaca, stuff like that. This is all acrylic. And I don't know, I don't enjoy acrylic all that often. Okay. So, where did it go? In that mystery box from Park Avenue Yarns, there was a donut of this yarn. There was just one of them. And it is Zooey by Juniper Moon Farms. And it is 60 cotton, 40 linen. It's that high twist that I really enjoy. It's 100 grams. Oh, goodness gracious. 284 yards. This one's in black. So I got 2 of those, and then they had a pink one. Everything there was at least 40% off. So, and their prices for most everything was fair to start with. So the discounts were really, really good. And then there was this Noro Curie, 45 silk, 43 wool, 12 mohair, color number 5. It is a 2 fine. Very pretty berries. Let's see. Yeah, like berries and grays. I definitely see me working this into something, probably something with grays and blacks, because, you know, I'm a creature of habit. So very, very pretty. There's only one of those. And then let's see. Oh, I was able to get more. Yay. Oh, happiest of happy days. I didn't realize I was able to get several of these. Oh, cool. Okay. So this is Cascade Yarns Hampton, 70% Pima cotton, 30% linen. And again, it's that, it's not as high of a twist, but it's a fairly high twist. 100 grams, 273 yards, so that is definitely a DK. And this is in a very dark charcoal. It almost looks black, but it is not. So I got 3, 4, 5 of those. It feels very nice. I really like it. These 3 was an Andrew pick. Andrew wants to over dye these. So he grabbed these from Plymouth Yarn Hearthstone. It is 80 merino and 20 alpaca. And that is what it looks like. So when he over dyes it, depending on the color, these darker colors will sort of alter the hue of whatever he colors over it. But it'll be very interesting on how that turns out. So he got 3 of those. I'm kind of rushing through because I have a lot of different sorts of things to show you guys. Now this was really cool, and I was really sad that they only had one in this color. They had another color, but I didn't want to clear the store out. I wanted to make sure that other people could get stuff too. And I didn't want to spend too much of Andrew's money. So this is made from recycled jeans. This is Queensland dungarees in ebony, and it's 95 cotton, 5 other fibers, 219 yards. It feels really nice. Like, I hear recycled jeans and I would think it would be real stiff and unpleasant, and it's not. I really enjoy it, and I so wish that they would have had more of this color, because I would have gotten it. But something I've told you guys that I do, when I go buy yarn, I'll buy usually like 3,000 yards of it, so that I know for sure I have enough to do whatever I would want with it. I'm starting to be better about not doing that, because one, that just makes copious amounts of yarn here that I'm drowning in. I personally don't mind, but I mean, my family doesn't have the love affair for yarn that I do, which I just can't imagine. Bad taste, all of them. Gizmo has great taste. He loves yarn, but he loves it in a very different way. It's a toy for him, and well, Anyway, so I'm starting to really enjoy getting things like this where it's just a one-off, or you know, just 2 or 3, where I can add it to other projects and it can give where's Giz? Okay. Where it can give texture. I can, you know, make something of like a bunch of different kinds of yarns together and just it be a really cool project. So there's that. There was one of these. They had another colorway, but I really liked this one. Gizmo has arrived. I am afeared. I am quite afraid. So this is Adria Fill, Matita. I thought it said Matilda at first. This is 76 cotton, 24 hemp. This is in color 040. Made in Italy. Is there yardage somewhere? There might be yardage somewhere, but I can't. Oh, 100 grams, 240 meters, so probably 275 yards. So a DK. It's like pastel. I'm so sorry for the belching in the background. Green, blue, purple, gray. You know, my typical haunts, but pastel, which I don't normally gear towards, but oh, there's like a cream color in the middle. But it looked really pretty, and so I don't know, I got it. Boring, but I also got caps for the stoppers for the end of knitting needles. I don't knit. I am manifesting in myself. I am going to learn to knit. I'm putting that out there. This year is the year. It's gonna happen. I'm doing it. So, okay, and then I got one of their bags. It was called the Yarn Stop. Now, they're staying open and doing classes and stuff, but not selling yarn anymore is, I don't know. Then another email said that they're having their meetups at other places, not their shop. I don't really know. Okay, so another thing that I got, and it was really hard not to clear them out, but I wanted to save some for other people. So I got more than I realized, I guess. Okay. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was a lot of other colors there. Okay. 8. Yes. Okay. So I got 8 Noro Silk Garden Solo. Color number 2. It is 45 silk, 45 mohair, 10 wool, 50 grams, 100 meters, so about 109 to 110 yards. And it's in a gray color. I mean, are we surprised? No, we're not. I like gray. Gray is one of my favorite colors. All right, Mr. Sassafras. They had one in an olive color, color number 50. Oops. Okay, we have Daddy on deck. All right, and then I got 3 of this brown color, which is color number 6. Now, some of this stuff is going to end up in giveaways. Whenever Andrew helps me unbury the yarn closet, I'm going to do some mystery boxes. Okay, and then the last two items from there was these two, which I'm not going to use together. I'm going to just add to other projects, but it's just, you know, different shades of gray and black with different like striping, like kind of my zebra yarn, kind of like that, kind of a tweedy thing. It's 100% wool, 100 grams, 328 yards. It is Queensland Rainbow Beach, pure Australian superwash wool. Very, ooh, goodness, very pretty. This is color number 123. Okay, I went through that quick, I think. All right, so that is what I got there. I also got this little very cool star thing that you can put a votive in that can hang on the wall, but it's fragile and I'm Destructo Monster and I don't want to accidentally break it, so I'm leaving it there. You guys will see it in future videos. Okay, so there's that. Huh? What thing? What thing? No, I have not showed Nom Nom yet. So I will show Nom Nom right now. You guys have to name him. You have it? There are two things that I want you guys to leave in the comments below. Leave anything you want, but there's two things I would very much appreciate if you guys could leave in the comments below. And that is, one, I need you to name something. It needs a name. Right now its name is Nom Nom. We can keep it as Nom Nom. So I will show you the first thing. Just some acquisitions, if you will. I've had this for a while. This is Millefiori Night Luxe from Barocco. Very, very pretty. I got inspired to work with this because it matches this beautiful skirt that I have that is 20 yards of silk in patches sewn together, and it makes this just big, billowy, really cool skirt. And I want a really pretty something to go with it, either a top or a wrap to go over a top. And so this matches really well with it. While it's really fine, and I want something with a little more substance. So I had this, and it looks beautiful with it. It looks a lot better in real life with it than it does on camera. But this is from Knit Crate. It's Vitellana Oasis, and it's in the colorway Phoenix. Okay, one of these mohairs, I'm going to have to figure out which one is going to have to go because I'm allergic to it. There's a lot of mohair I can't have. Some I can. Like Noro's mohair, I'm fine with. Something else has mohair I'm not okay with. Anyway. I need to know, okay, what I was thinking about doing was doing a top that kind of wraps around and you can like tie, or it can wrap around and you can like pin. And then the sleeves are going to like be tight and then bell out. So should I either run these together and make it, or should I make this as the top and the tight part of the sleeves, and this as the bells of the sleeves, and then some sort of like, I don't know, something at the bottom of it, like fringe or some lacy something, I don't know, something like that. I need to find more of the Phoenix. I only have a few. I've messaged everybody on Ravelry that has it. I've bought everything that people have responded back to. But yeah, I gotta find more of that. I may have enough as it is to do both. I'm not 100% sure. But it is a very unique color. They call it gray, but it's not gray. It's like, it reminds me a lot of aubergine, but less purple, more gray. But it is a purple gray. It's really cool. It's like grape meets charcoal. It's really pretty. It's unique, and I love it. Okay, so there's that. Of which one do you think I should do? But this is what Andrew is talking about. Andrew found this at Joann's. Oh, we had to have it. So I want oh, jeez. Okay. So I want everybody to meet Nom Nom. First of all, I want you to look at him. Look at his little hands right there. I love how tactile it is. And there's his face. And he's even got spines or spikes or whatever. But you can lift this thing and nom nom nom. So every time I open it and put something in, there's no way I'm not going to be eating it and nom nomming it. Oh, he's just so cute. But yeah, he needs a name. So it's right now it's Nom Nom. You tell me if you can come up with a better name, or if I should keep it Nom Nom. He's so cute. Okay. I don't want to make the video too long because I know that gets boring. Okay, so I've been on a no-buy as I sit here and give you an hour worth of yarn haul. But I've always failed at my no-buys. I got this a couple of months ago, but lately, okay, I realized the other day I was talking to Crystal, and I was asking about like her favorite cashmere. I put an order through. I have part of it. I still haven't received the other part of it because there was a delay in them receiving it. Totally fine. Well, I was like, oh man, to get everything I want, that's going to be really expensive. I realized that I have been accruing credit card points this whole time, and I totally forgot about them. So I was like, Andrew says this is girl math. I disagree. This is not girl math. This is just smart shopping. I didn't spend any money. None. Because I used my points, which isn't money. That's like free clear credit, you know, basically. You don't have to pay back. It's just there to be used. So I didn't spend any money on quite a few orders because I've been using all my points from my different cards. And Andrew says girl math. I say smart shopper. You can tell me in the comments below who's right. So if you guys remember last year, I was drooling over this yarn and I was late to it. Couldn't get to it. Well, Gaga gifted me one. And I'm a bigger girl, so I need more than one. But they didn't have it. Well, in my memory, Hobbii does not typically repeat their Halloween yarn. So I could totally be wrong because I'm very, very new to the game. So when I saw this year that they had it, I was like, I don't care. I'm making it happen. I got more of them. I got 3 more of them. I have 1 here already. I got 3 more, so I have 4. Because I can do real math too. And that way I can make anything I could possibly want. Is that not just like some of the most beautiful yarn you've ever seen in your whole life? I wanted the Universe one. Is it Universe? Yeah, the Universe one, the real sparkly one. They have a colorway like this. I have one cake of it. Actually, I think I may have a couple more. I think I did a trade with somebody and I have a few more actually. It's so pretty. I want more of them so bad, but I had to make a choice and it was this or them. So that's what I got. And then, ooh, that mohair. Then I got this colorway. I thought that was really pretty. I didn't know until I got it that it's actually yellow in the center. I thought that was just the green being really bright, and the green is very bright, but it's got yellow. And I love those neons. So I got 2 of those. And I got 2 black twister of the solids to go on the outside of it. And I got one of the rare candies. I have all these points. Have you guys... I have like 12,000 points with Hobie. And nothing to spend them on. There's nothing in the Hobie shop that I want. And they're going to expire soon. And I don't know what to get with them. I really looked hard when I placed this order. Because you can't just order items by themselves. You have to do it with an order. And I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to order is. And so I was really trying to find something on this one. And I just couldn't. I wasn't interested in anything. So, oh, real quick, another whip that I'm working on. It's another Granny Connection shawl, but it's made out of Noro. It is a mess right now. This bag has been dropped and rolled and all kind of mess. There will be a border around the top of this, but there are two different cakes of Noro yarn. There's the purple one and then the gray one. And then the dark purple is that Phoenix yarn. Before I decided I was going to also use it for that sparkly yarn, this is where I was using it. So there's that, and then there is this is Cascade Heathers for the dark gray, I think. So I have been experimenting and just putting different yarns together. I know all of you are pros at this. You've done this for a long time, you know, and you're like, girl, we all do that. I don't. I very much was like, oh, it all has to be in the same yarn family. It has to be the exact same brand of yarn, just in a different color. Now I'm branching out and combining different brands. I'm combining different weights. I didn't even know you could do that until Dee started doing it. So I started doing it. And I have come up with some really pretty things. Okay, so also, this is new to me. I don't know if this is new, but this is new to me. I don't typically work with bulky yarns. I don't really like to work with anything above DK. I will do worsted, but DK and below is my wheelhouse. But this just screamed out to me, and it is so lusciously soft. First, look. There we go. It's darker in real life, but it's got this gold thread. It is so soft, and it is, I don't know, just that fall orange color. This is called Big Twist Winter. It's 65 yards, 100 grams. It's a bulky 6. And it is, oh man, that mohair's got me. It's 97 anti-peeling acrylic and 3 polyester. Oh, and the colorway is Holly Berry Tinsel. I'm not really sure why it's called Holly Berry, because that's very much an orange color, but it's so pretty. I got 6 of these. That's another question I need answered. What do I do with 6 of these? So 130, 260, 390. Is that all the yardage I get across 6 of them? It is. Alexa, what's 65 times 6?
65 times 6 is 390.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay. 390 yards of a bulky 6. What do I make with it? Oh, it is pretty thick. Yeah, I don't typically work with yarns like this, but it's so squishy. It was so pretty. It just grabbed me. And then I grabbed this Amigurumi book that we all know I'm never going to do. I won't bother showing you the inside, but it's Pokemon. We all love Pokemon, and I thought, well, if I do it with chenille yarn, they can be real big, and it won't be as hard for me to do. I know I'm never going to get around to actually doing it. I don't know why I got it, but I don't know, I had hope that I would, but, okay. Sorry for kind of the rushed feel. I just know I have so much to show you. And ideally, nobody leaves me. Hopefully everybody watches the whole way through. Okay, let me show you a few things. Oh, it's a kit of some. I don't know if I ever showed this. This must be, I bet you this is my, one of my Mary Maxim kits. I can't figure out how to cancel Mary Maxim monthly. I've been trying. I can't figure it out. Oh, so this is that cashmere, but I'm gonna wait to show you guys. I just showed you guys my address. Would you guys want a P.O. box? I've had a lot of people ask me to open up a P.O. box. I haven't, because I didn't want to necessarily encourage people to spend their money getting me things, but I've thought about it, because, you know, cards and stuff, and I don't know. I'm going to wait to show you guys the cashmere until I get the rest of it. I got my Darn Good Yarn Monthly. Oh, okay. This was what I wanted to show you. Okay. I don't know where my other two are. Somewhere around here. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this subscription or not. I started a new subscription a couple months ago and then just never showed it to you guys. From Space Cadet Yarns. Oh, if I take the ball band off, I'm probably never getting it back on. Okay, so they have, as far as I can tell, 4 different options. They have 2 mini hank options and 2 full hank options. One of them is ombre, one of them is not ombre. And you can get the ombre in the mini and I think you can get ombre in the full, but I could be wrong. And then you could get non-ombre. So this is 5 minis. This is the ombre version. And then this is the non-ombre version. I have not decided. I don't know how I feel. I get Lether, which I have over here. So I did what's called the half and half. I get 1 set of mini hanks from each kind. I'm not totally blown away, but on the flip side of that, I think when I can find a use for these, it's going to be really cool. The yarn is not that soft, but it's not unpleasant, and it will soften. It is a fingerling weight, which I'm not thrilled about. I wish it was like a sport or DK, but it is what it is. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if I love it or not. And I always give things like about 3 months for me to really decide if I like it or not. Because you could start something on a month that you really, it doesn't vibe well with you. And then the next month not be great. And then it get great again. And then you canceled it, not waiting. So I usually give it about 3 months. I really wonder where my other one went. I don't know. So there's that. It's, I don't know. I haven't decided if I like it or not. And, okay, part of why I like it, though, is it's minis. You couldn't pay me to do minis. It is so much work to do minis. If you don't buy them already weighed and separated, then you have to take a hank and you have to separate it out, weigh it, cut it, hank it. That's D. D can have all of that. She does minis. Absolutely not. Ooh, sorry guys. So I like it for that reason, because it gives me minis that I don't have to do myself, because I won't do them. I have a bag of minis up there that I would really like to do for myself, and I can't even bring myself to doing that. So real quick, this is this month's lether. I have so many lethers I haven't shown you guys. One day I'll take all of them out and show them to you. But this is this month's lether. It's very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. My combination, you can get different combinations. You can get 1 hank or 2 hanks with or without a hook, and your hook can either be plain or it can be funfetti, colorful. So at first I did the regular oh Lord Almighty help me, plain hook, and then I switched it to funfetti. So this has grays, reds, cream, browns. This month's is a DK. It's called Spotted Woodpecker. Very fitting. 100% superwash merino, 231 yards, 100 grams. It's nice. I like it. And then this is the hook for this month. So, Ashley Lether, she's the one who dyes the yarn, and her husband is the one who hand lathes these hooks. I get 2 subscriptions from them. I get this one, which is 2 hanks and the hook, and it's like $63 a month. And I also get a mini version. This was last month's. Last month's was really pretty too. Isn't that pretty? I really liked that one. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I kind of got to a point where I was about to cancel lether because I wasn't blown away by the colorways. But the past 2 months, colorways have been really pretty. Actually, the last 3 months, colorways have been really pretty. So I'm going to stick with it. And then this is the hook. Isn't that pretty? I get another one. I don't have it over here. I'm not going to go hunt it down. But I get a mini. And right now, this year's mini set goes with a cardigan pattern. It's about to be over. It started in January of this year. I don't know if come January of 2024, if it's going to just continue, if this one stops and a new one begins. I have no idea the details. I have a code that will be linked below. If you want to try this, it doesn't get me any money off. It gives you money off, and it gives me points into their store that I can use to redeem for items. If you want to, no big deal. I'm not worried about it either way. Here's some of my other hooks from him. But yeah, so there is that. I think that is it. I have not done any more work on the unicorn amigurumi. I need to get it back out and work on it. I really would like to send it to my niece for Christmas, so I need to work on that. But yeah, so that's pretty much in a nutshell all the yarnaliciousness that I've brought into my life over the past 4 months, probably 3 or 4 months. Housekeeping a little bit. There is a video I will link below. I am supporting a homeless drive that Dee from Dee's Creative Hands is holding for her mom's nurse. Does stuff for the homeless, and so I am hosting a giveaway for that, and Crystal over at BAGODAY has graciously given 2 mystery boxes. Both of them have Nelson wood hooks in them. As prizes, I have a hank of blue heron yarn as a prize. That 3 random people will be picked out of the people who donate. All the information will be in that video. I'm going to link 3 videos. One of them is the updated information for the giveaway. the other video is my original video that told my homeless story, and then the other one will be Dee's video where she introduces you to Yolanda and tells Yolanda's story and what she's doing and everything. The videos are not very long. So also I am about to film a Q&A video, and what I don't answer in the Q&A video, I am going to do a Q&A live. So I have a community post. I don't believe I can link that in a video. So if you could go to my community tab and find the community post that has a big Q&A picture, and go down there and like any questions that you've seen asked, and then ask any questions that you would like me to answer. I would love to do a video like that. I think that's it. Sub boxes are done. They're going out. And December's sub box will drop on December 1st. So have notifications set to get all notifications. You'll see a little bell if you'll click all notifications. YouTube will sometimes notify you of my videos, and sometimes it will be that same day that they're uploaded. And be looking out for that. So I think that is it for right now. No, that is not, I don't want to put this at the end of this video. Do I want to put that at the end of this video? Okay, we're at 46 minutes. I am going to go ahead and put this here, but I'm also going to make a short of this because it very much deserves time and attention. I received this from, I call her Jessica Yummy. Her channel name is Jessica SMC. Okay, so there is a story with this, so please endure my reading skills. Thryss, it feels like it took me forever to get this happy mail to you, but here it is, a little backstory on your gift. I won the yarn you and Dee dyed together, and I couldn't wait to make something for you with it, just didn't know what. It took so long to find the perfect project when this Tree of Life mandala dreamcatcher pattern showed up. That's it. I had one dreamcatcher finished when Dee had her Indigenous Peoples Day live, and she started talking about praying to the Tree of Life during the Sundance ceremonies. Instant goosebumps. I knew this was the right gift. Thank you for all you do to support your faceless, some of us, family on YouTube. P.S. Dee also has a matching dream catcher in the mail. P.S.S. Here are my very first stitch markers. So, okay, what Jessica didn't know, and I emailed her and told her. So first of all, yes, this is special because it's Dee's first yarn that she dyed. We dyed it together. That's my best friend. So we have matching things. The Tree of Life is special to Dee. The Tree of Life is special to me for similar reasons, because I was brought up in the same sort of culture that Dee was, but also because Andrew brought to me the Tree of Life being a symbol for him as well, and it's kind of become our symbol. It's something that he and I connect over. We really like the Tree of Life. So I'm going to show it to you. while I also tell you what Jessica did not know is, first of all, she did not know the symbolism for the Tree of Life with me as well. I do have the Tree of Life. Well, my normal background is a rainbow Tree of Life. What she did not know, though, is in the very beginning of my channel, I showed you guys and talked about several times a pattern that I really wanted to do to hold my stitch markers that I make and that you guys make and send to me, because I love that. And I showed the pattern. It was this pattern. And I wanted to do it so bad. When I went to Michigan Fine Yarns that first time and spent the whole day there, I got the yarn for that pattern while I was there with the intention of making this and just, you know, lifing, and I never got around to it. So there's just so many connections as to why this is special. Kind of a full circle thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so she made that. I absolutely love it. It's just so, it's so crazy that, you know, this was that pattern, and I don't know, it was just a lot of things. I am also going to show this again, because I didn't mean for this to be at the end of the video. I was just kind of reaching and grabbing stuff. But there's this one, and you did amazingly for your first stitch markers. They're way better than... I gave up doing stitch markers. I struggled doing them because of my vision and because of arthritis in my hands, and I just was not very good at it. So you are already doing amazingly. So I really love it. I love you. Thank you so much. This just means the absolute world to me. I love stuff like this. So we are going to... We have our first one up there. Our first stitch marker on our stitch marker tree. And I cannot wait to have this thing so full of stitch markers from all my friends. I have a bunch from Antoinette to put on here. I have a bunch from Dee to put on here. I have a bunch from Tracy. I'm going to be getting some from Rose soon. Like, we have so many that we're going to be able to put on here. So there we go. They're all three on there. And I bought a command strip hook. My landlady is going to hate it, which... Oh, well. Alright, God don't like ugly. That's not nice. But I'm going to put it right there so we can see it. I love it so much. I love it so much. And, yeah. So... Okay, so that's the video. I know it was a long one. I appreciate those of you who stuck around. If you got this far in the video, answer some of those questions if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate it. And I would like for you to put a heart emoji. Just put a heart emoji in your comment. I don't care what color, but just put a heart emoji. If you don't know how to find the emojis, you can start to type in the word heart and it should pop up one for you as well. But if you could, I mean, you don't have to, but I think that would be cool to see a bunch of hearts in there. And those hearts are for you, Jessica. So thank you so, so much. Okay, I love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe and stay weird, my friends.